Schiff Radio continues right now.
This is Peter Schiff here at SchiffRadio.com. Rush Limbaugh was talking about me again on his program yesterday.
Now, there was a guy on CNBC. Have you, the name Peter Schiff ring a bell? It does to me. I've seen this name over and over. He is the CEO of something called Euro Pacific Capital. He was on CNBC recently. And he said, first of all, I'm in the top 2%. Right now, I'm paying 45%. He lives in Connecticut. I'm paying 45% of my total income in income taxes, both to the state of Connecticut and to the federal government. If you take the 3% Medicare tax, and then after the tax increase is going to affect next month, more than half of my total income is going to the government. Now, you tell me what's fair about that. When the medieval serfs pay 25% and I'm paying half, he's introducing a new fairness argument here. What the hell is fair about the top 2% already paying close to half the income tax burden and then having their income taxes go up? And he then said, I don't care what the majority voted to do. They don't have a right to steal my money just because they voted to do it. Oh, yes, they do. That's where we are. They do have a right to your money, Mr. Schiff. That's what the election of Obama meant.
I want to just take a minute to correct Rush Limbaugh. I said they don't have the right to steal my money. I never said they don't have the means. And there is a big difference between having the means to do something and having the right to do it. Yes, I have no doubt that the mob has the means to steal my money. The government has given them the means. We have destroyed the protections that were afforded me by the Constitution. And yes, the mob does have the means to steal from me, but that doesn't make it right. They do not have a legitimate, legal, or moral claim to my money. Yes, the government has the right to tax. I don't dispute that. But taxes are an exactment for the general support of government. The government has a right to tax me to support the army. But they don't have the right to take my money and give it to somebody just because they voted for Obama, and Obama promised to take money from me and give it to the person who voted for him. That is the exact kind of country that the founding fathers wanted to make sure we did not have. We have a constitution that protects me from that. So people do not have the right to steal through the ballot box. That is the right, but the minority's rights are protected by the Constitution. Now, the fact that those rights no longer mean anything, that the courts have abdicated their responsibility, and that we now have mob rule, that we now have mobocracy, yeah, I recognize it. But I don't think it's right, and I'm never going to say that it's right. In fact, I got an email from somebody yesterday that said, yes, we can take your money, Mr. Schiff, and what are you going to do to stop us? That's the attitude. The mob knows that they can take anything they want, right? To the victor go the spoils. They won the election. They can divvy up the spoils any way they want. And believe me, this is just the beginning of the assault on the rich. And then it won't just be the rich. It'll be anybody richer than the people voting for the president or whoever is promising to steal and divvy up the loot. And it's not just going to be small increases. It's going to be, let's take their wealth. Let's have a wealth tax. Let's have a national wealth tax. It's not fair that one person has so much money. Let's take it. After all, they didn't earn it. They didn't build it. They don't deserve it. They're exploiters, right? That's what's going to happen. Never mind that such a tax would be unconstitutional. Who cares? Right? The government's going to do whatever it wants because that's the kind of country we have.